Why?
Because I walked it. I had a horrible self-esteem. Very low
Really?
oh yes, horribly low self-esteem all my life. In fact, if you want to read more about it, on my blog, particularpassions.me, I've written more in depth about my beginnings, but there were things that happened to me at an early age, even prenatally, that I sensed, that caused me to feel like I needed to work to deserve to be here, that I was a problem, that I was in the way, and which led me to become a huge people pleaser and allowed other people to govern how I behaved, to govern my decisions for me, and their expectations governed so much of what I believed about myself. And so I struggled horribly with self-esteem. Oh my goodness, it was pretty awful. And then, which led me into a marriage that was pretty controlling, and eventually I just really broke free of that, basically for the emotional health of my children, because I was supposed to be a role model for them, but also because things were becoming pretty toxic, and I knew that I had to get them out of there, and myself too. So after that, I guess I really firmly believe that we often are attacked, if you want to say, or we're given very difficult trials or testings or hard stuff or whatever you want to call them in the area in which we are gifted. And I am a very gifted person as far as relating to other people, and I'm very emotional, and that was it was an awful thing as I was growing up. It was a horrible thing to have emotions like I have. I was, if you can imagine, after we visited for a while, I was not an easily controlled child, but they didn't, but they managed to control me. Okay. So, I'm hard to contain. I am. And I was made to feel like that was a very awful thing. And so now, when I was out on my own, and I was just reflecting on where I was, because at this point I was no longer a teacher. I was no longer even a daughter, because both of my parents had died. I was no longer a wife. I was a mother.
So you had to reinvent yourself.
I didn't own a home anymore. I was just this single mom that was renting an apartment. That's who I was, period. And it was at this point that I realized, oh my goodness, I have made it through so much difficult stuff. And I'm strong. Look at me. I am a strong woman. And not only that, I'm intelligent. Oh my goodness. I am downright amazing. Oh my goodness. And I just sat there in my living room that day and it was like, oh my goodness. I'm that person. I can't believe this. And I started saying these things out loud to myself. Seriously, out loud to myself. This is what I talk to everybody about. I started saying these things these good things about myself out loud. And I wrote them down in my journal, and I would say them sometimes daily, sometimes 50 million times a day. If all the doubt, you were so stupid, you made such horrible decisions. Right. Why did you ever think that you could manage this? How are you ever going to get on your feet? How are you ever going to have any money? What were you thinking bringing these kids out here by yourself? Blah, blah, blah. All these horrible lies and all this crap would just start coming through my brain. And I would say, now wait a minute. And I would stop it. And I would just say, shut up. And I would stop. I would stop literally. And I would say, stop. I am intelligent. I am amazing. Look at what I've done for my children. Look how far I have come. I'm just an amazing problem solver. No, you are fabulous, woman. And don't you ever forget it. And I just keep saying these things.
I love it.
And eventually I reframed my thinking. I changed my brain, and I started celebrating who I was. And I would say, I remember I went to a vendor show, and some of my teacher friends were there. And I said to them, oh my goodness, you know what I've realized? I'm really an amazing person. I'm even kind of smart. And I have a sense of humor, which I never ever thought.
Really?
And, no. I know. And so they said, well, Mimi, we've always known that about you, but I never saw myself that way. I saw myself through everybody else's opinions and stuff. So now I know. So now I tell people, don't listen to those lies.
Right.
Don't let other people tell you who you are, and my laugh and my boisterousness and this personality was put down for so long. And that's where my don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle comes from. You don't let someone tell you that your personality is wrong or is bad and you should hide it.
Mm-hmm. You know, and we came from a generation of girls didn't speak up and stand on their own 2 feet. And, you know, as much as I hated going to an all-girls school and I was going to it, I look back and I'm very grateful that I went to it, because I would have never made it. I would have been so different, because at the all-girls school, they just let you be. You know, you could cool. Run and play, and you didn't have to worry about your makeup or your hair, or unless the boys were coming over for class that day. And we wore uniforms. And so I thank my parents for allowing me that experience, because it let me really be who I was going to be. And I don't think it would have been the same otherwise.
That's really good.
Because I got to play and be loud and all that stuff. Yeah.
Well, I also moved 6 times.
Yeah, that doesn't help, does it?
It was horrible. It was horrible.
So then you have to go through all that first new kid stuff all over again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be tough.
I was basically kind of shy.
Huh.
Still am at times.
Yeah, everybody has a little shy streak in them, yes.
Yeah. So,
well, I'm sure glad that, you know, and I'm really glad that you have my book, because I don't even have to say the things you're going to see. But one of the things I always say is anybody has to give purpose to their pain. And once you've made it through something and you're looking back over your shoulder, there's somebody going through the same thing that you went over. And they may be way in the back. They may be just starting to cross the bridge. Mm-hmm. They may be down a cliff. And now you know that you did it and you have the skills to pull them up, do it.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I say. If I can do it, so can they.
Right. Because you're a person, you're a woman, just like all of us.
Yep. Not any more special, not any more gifted, not any more chosen than another woman. I
am, because I have a tiara.
Yes, I know, darling. Yes, honey.
Tell them about my card and what you brought. It's the cutest damn thing.
Okay, so one of my cards, one of the very first ones I ever created was, all we need is love and a tiara and maybe a cookie.
Which in itself is so damn cute.
So I brought her that card today with her own tiara and some cookies. And I told her that she has the love because she both receives it and gives it very well. So
I love it. And there's a picture too on Facebook.
Yep.
And I'll have to, I think there's a tiara day. There is a tiara day.
Oh, I have to come back.
I think so. We'll
all
have to plan
tiaras. Yes. Gotta have sparkle.
And I don't care if it's even on that day. We'll make tiara day that day close to it.
There you go.
Yes.
I think we should have a party.
I think
we all need to have tiaras and sparkly stuff, and
we can use our selenite wands.
Yes, and throw glitter and sparkles around. And you think so?
Oh, I wear.
We should break out our rhinestones. I know. I love it. I love it. Love it.
Deb loves glitter. Deb Z.
Too.
She's a glitter.
You love it.
I love
glitter, but I don't do my nails with glitter and stuff like that. Holly, you do. Holly, my hairspray. Holly gets so mad at me because she wants to put sparkle on me and stuff, and I don't.
I had sparkle. I removed it.
Did you?
Christmas is done.
It is. Christmas is done.
I know.
Doggone it.
Now
we have to undecorate.
I know. And it'll look clean.
No, it'll look
naked.
It'll
be so bare.
Yes.
I hate it.
It will. It will. Really sad.
Oh, goodness.
So
it's funny how everybody has a different
It is,
version
isn't it?
Oh, boy. I take down the decorations.
And I don't like taking them.
I don't want to take them down. I want them up forever.
Mm-hmm.
I do leave wintry ones up for.
Me too. Snowman and flakes.
See, like those, that garland up there with the snowflakes and the icicles, I might leave that one up for a while.
Absolutely.
Because it'll be naked. That window will be naked without it. But the Christmas trees and stuff, I guess, have got to go.
Well, I don't know. Just put snowflakes on them and call them
there
good.
you go.
Or tiaras.
Put tiaras.
We should do that.
Oh, my God.
And then put hearts on for Valentine's.
Yes. And you know what? Good idea. I have to tell Mimi the red Christmas tree story, Deb. Z.
And it's so pretty.
So she asked me, what color do you want to decorate with? And I said, well, ideally, I'd like to decorate with red and black, right? Red and black.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, but this year I don't have to, because I'm not going to go out and buy all new this year. And so we went to get those bowls for the crystals at the Habitat store.
Right.
And Deb's standing there, and we're looking at these bowls, and all of a sudden she goes, ah! And I said,
No
what?
way.
And she goes, there's a red Christmas
No
tree
way.
over there. Mm-hmm. Yes. And so it was there. Then tell her what else, Deb. You tell.
Yeah, red Christmas tree.
That is so
then
cool.
we go up to
Okay, talking to
Northwoods.
the mic.
We go up to Northwoods in Pinconning, and I'm looking at Christmas trees, and don't you know, there it is, another red Christmas
Oh my
tree.
goodness.
Isn't that right?
That is so cool.
And I never
red
saw
one.
it. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a red Christmas tree.
We hadn't either.
No.
Just for you, honey.
I know. Isn't it funny?
I love it.
Funny, haha.
And so we had already decorated down here, and I didn't put up a tree at home because I didn't think anybody was going to come for Christmas. And then my youngest son said that they were coming, and I was all excited, but the Christmas decorations were already put away except for what I put up. And Debbie brings this red tree, and guess what? That was my Christmas tree at home.
There you go. Leave
Yes.
it to Deb.
I know. To
Christmas.
the rescue. Actually, it's beautiful. I like it a lot.
It's really cute, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's a Santa sitting on it. But see, those are the things I'm going to be sad to see go.
I know.
That Santa sitting on a bench.
I know.
When you were little, did the stores in your town decorate their windows for Christmas?
Oh, yes.
That's
Oh,
what
yes.
that window reminds me of.
Yes, me too.
It does.
Oh, and it's
Well,
so
don't you remember?
cool.
Well, no, you're not from Flint. Smith Bridgman's in Flint. Oh my goodness, had the most beautiful
And they'd
windows.
move, and like there'd be a train. Yeah, we
So
had O'Neill's
pretty.
and Polsky's in Akron,
Right.
Ohio. Yeah,
Right. It's a
Polsky's.
lost art. It's a
It
shame. It was
is.
so beautiful.
And every year would go downtown and would get like dressed up for Sunday and go downtown and look at those
Right.
windows.
They're so gorgeous.
We should bring that back.
We need
Well,
to
you
bring
have
it
the
back.
windows.
We
You
do.
got to get the rest of the
So-
town into it too.
Yes.
That's a real.
This
that's,
town is so.
I'm writing that
neat
down.
Like that.
Decorations that we can make for the windows, too, that are really nice.
Yeah.
Because, when I took that picture, we just put the sign up yesterday.
Yes.
And I went out there and I took that picture, not realizing how cool it was going to be. And there were those red cars, like I told
That
red
match your
cars to
sign.
park there.
Yes.
And when I look at
I
that,
know. It's beautiful.
it's so funny.
and the street lights
And
or
the-
the lamps.
And they're decorated with it looks like old town.
It does.
It's really cool.
it really does.
Yeah. So we're perfect. We're a perfect town to do that.
Yep.
To decorate. When I'm writing it down.
Write it down.
I think it should
When
be
it's
done.
written, it shall be done.
Yes,
That's
and
right.
people would love to come, I mean, the thing is if it's okay. So that whole window shopping thing, that phrase was coined because people like to walk by windows and look in beautifully decorated and orchestrated windows a long, long, long time ago. So let's bring it back. Let's bring window shopping popularity back and have them come to your town and window shop and enjoy what they see. I just think it's a great idea.
I do too.
That would go along with the whole, isn't it 6 weeks that downtown here has Santa in the city or something?
Yes,
in the city?
Sundays in the city.
Sundays in the city.
Yes, it would, wouldn't it? And this whole 3rd Street, we're on the corner of Washington and 3rd, and there's some really cool stores up this way. I don't know what direction that is.
That is
On 3rd Street,
south down Washington.
south, down Washington, and then
I'm going to put them in my trees.
down this way is east.
That's north. That's west.
West. So I'm sorry, I'm really bad with
That's
directions.
okay. I've never been here before. That's all right.
And on 3rd Street, it's starting to get known as the art district because
Oh,
Avram
really?
Golden did you see the lights down there?
I came in.
He did these
way.
lights that are strung across the street. I can't remember what he calls them, but on Facebook all the time people are taking
Oh, yeah.
pictures.
They take the
All
selfies.
summer
Yeah.
they had them.
And you know what else we're known for is
What?
They don't
our
have it. We're going to make
the
them.
big
toilet
paintings.
seat.
I'm gonna make
Oh,
No.
the mural.
The murals.
Here.
I was just reading the book on Bay
The
City.
lights were strung
Oh.
from
And
side to
the
side.
murals.
Where?
And I remember all those
And you know
murals.
who has
Right, see
painted
that
some of
street
the
there?
new ones?
Yeah,
Eric.
This one here. This
The
is
same guy that
Really?
did our sign.
He's
Yeah.
not
Did they
mentioned
go
in
down
that
that
book,
way?
but
Are they
that book
still
was
there?
pre him.
Yeah.